Hey guys, what's up? It's Cracker here. I just got home from work and I figured I'd record one of these while I had the time. Um, oh man, I've just been bored as hell, man. I got a call from my dad this week, just checking up on me, as he does periodically. Both my parents do. And they always ask me like what I've been up to, and they've been like calling me like this and asking the same question ever since I moved out. It's like a couple years at this point, and every single time it's always the same. I'm just like, yeah, I'm just working. I mean, I'm not really doing anything, you know. And they always seem like so disappointed to hear that, like I'm not like actually doing something or. But I don't know. I don't have anything to do. I don't have a life really. I have no life. Like, what is there for me to do? I mean, I've kind of finally just accepted the fact that I have no life. Like I don't even care about getting home from work anymore. It's like if I'm gonna be bored and have nothing to do, I might as well like be at work and just do more work and get paid for it. You know, like I'd rather suffer at work and get paid than sit in my empty apartment alone and do nothing. Um, so yeah, I've just been staying at work later and later because really there's no point in trying to get out early. I don't look forward to anything really at home. I don't really look forward to getting off work. Um, I look forward to the weekend, I guess, just because I can sleep in, but that's pretty much the only reason. Yeah, it's just like, what is there left for me to do in life? I mean, the only things that I haven't done that I want to do is either, I don't know, find love and start a family or wage war on the Zog. And I mean, I can't really do either of those things, so it's like, what else is there? What else is there? I have no life. I guess Sam Moody was right, when he says, like, um, there is no weekend for incels. Every day is the same. Like, he was right, honestly. I mean, every day is pretty much the same. Um, and yeah, I mean, I try to do things to keep myself busy, like working out, playing video games, but copes can only go so far, right? Video games have kind of gotten pretty boring for me, honestly. I mean, I just bought the Cyberpunk DLC, so I'm probably gonna play that. That might keep me busy for a while, but I don't know. I think I need to just start playing more single player games like Cyberpunk, honestly, because I mean, I've always been kind of like a multiplayer online gamer. But I mean, now that I don't have time to like grind constantly, like when I was in high school and I could play for like 3 hours a day on any given game, I could get really good and I could have a good time. But now I just hop on a match and I just get mogged to fuck. Like it's awful. It's like Counter Strike especially is pretty bad about that because it's like okay, it always goes the exact same way. Like you queue for a game and the first game is like pretty good, and but if you do well in that first game, then like your next three games is just gonna put you against people that like absolutely rape you, and then you might get one more game where you do decent, and then you get like three more games where it like rapes you. Like that's got to be like one of the worst things about modern games is the whole fucking skill based matchmaking bullshit. Like because it's basically just designed to keep your kill death ratio at one, like by any means necessary. Like as soon as you start doing a little bit better, like it puts you against harder people, and so it's just designed to like keep your KD at one. Like being better than average like doesn't do anything. Like even if you're like a lot better than average, it doesn't matter because it's gonna like put you against people that are like better than you constantly, and so Yeah, it just feels like you haven't made any progress. Like I remember like when I used to play Minecraft PvP a lot, like I would just like game obviously it doesn't have any matchmaking, you're just playing on like servers. But like you could actually feel your progression like when you were from when you started playing to like when you actually got good. Like there was actually like it felt like progression. Like I'm probably going on like 800 something hours in Counter Strike now in CS2, and it like I still feel like I just started playing yesterday because like I just get shit on constantly, no matter what. Um, except when I play with my little brother. When I play with my little, I think the way it works is because it tailors like the matchmaking to like the lowest elo in your party or whoever. Um, not elo because like we don't play Premier, but like whatever, however the skill based matchmaking works. But when I play with him, I usually do pretty decent. And then I have another friend that is like a lot better than me at the game that I play with occasionally. And usually I do like shit when I get put in his lobbies. So yeah, it just feels like it takes the fun out of it when it's constantly like an uphill battle. Like I just want to like join and like chill out and like get some frags, after work. I don't want to have to sweat my ass off against a bunch of retards who are on the game 6 hours a day, like it's a full time job. But yeah, it's hard to keep going, like when you feel like, all the stuff that you used to enjoy isn't really fun anymore. It kind of like makes it hard to get motivated to try new things or just to do all the stuff that you used to enjoy a lot. But yeah, I've been like racking my brain try to come up with like ways to fix this problem of having no life, and I just can't come up with anything. uh I wish I wasn't so antisocial, honestly. Cuz then I could like go out and I could, I don't know, meet people and make friends and stuff, but I'm just not cut out for it, like talking to new people just is so anxiety inducing, and to the point where like I can't even really feel like I can be myself around them, And that makes it pretty hard to get to know someone, if you feel like you can't really be genuine. 'Cause I just feel like I don't have anything in common with most people. And I've kind of like felt that way my whole life pretty much. I mean going back to even when I was little, like in elementary school, um like all the kids in my neighborhood kind of viewed me as kind of weird just because I was like the homeschooled kid, and I was like the one kid on the block, that wasn't like going to school with them every day and everything, and they definitely treated me differently because of it. One of them I remember, my next door neighbor was like a total like he would be normal and friendly sometimes, but he'd be like a total asshole other times. And dude, he was such a prick sometimes. Like he would just be like I remember one time I was over at his house and we were both like into Legos a lot. Like we both had a sizable Lego collection. His was a bit bigger. He was like one of those spoiled kids where like his parents like buy him whatever he fucking wants to get him to behave, because he was a dick to his parents too. But yeah, so I was building something and I built this. I don't even remember what the fuck it was, honestly. I think it was like a landscape or something, or like a something like that. It was like a building or a landscape. I don't know. It doesn't matter. But I was like, "Yo, can you put this on your shelf, next to these other builds we made? That way, you know, next time I'm back over here, because we hung out pretty regularly. That way, next time when I'm back over here, I can finish building this thing." And he just like looked me in the eye and he said, "As soon as you leaving, I'm destroying that piece of shit." I was like what the fuck, dude? Like why would you do that? And he was like, "No, I'm destroying it, dude. It's garbage. It's like a shitty build." Like he would just be an asshole like that for no reason. Um, and it sucked, dude, because all the other kids in the neighborhood were like more or less decent to me. Like they kind of viewed me and my siblings as weird, kind of like outsiders, but they would at least like hang out with us sometimes, and they wouldn't be like needlessly cruel like that. But I always kind of felt like I knew where I stood in terms of that whole like social hierarchy, because even though these other kids that were actually decent to me saw like how much of an asshole this other kid was, like they never cared. They still were like great and buddy with great friends, buddy with him, you know. They didn't actually like give a fuck that he was an asshole to me. And that always kind of showed me that like even if these other people are nice to me, you know, they're not really my real friends. Because I know that if I had two friends and one was being an asshole to the other one, then that would be a fucking problem for me, dude. I would probably cut that asshole off, and I would remain friends with the guy who was a genuinely nice person. But they never did that. They always treated him the same. And I remember like one time, me and the next door neighbor kid, the asshole, we had like a falling out, and one of the other kids, one of the nice ones, had like come over to my house, knocked on my door, and was like, "Hey, we're gonna like play a football game. Like, do you want to come play with us?" So I was like, "Yeah, of course. Yeah, I would love to play football with you guys." Um, so yeah, I came out and I joined him to play football, and he was like, "All right, cool. Let's go get this other the Italian kid." He was like the asshole kid. I'm just gonna call him the Italian kid for the sake of, because I can't just call him the kid the whole time, right? So he was like, "Let's go get the Italian kid." And I was like, "No, dude, that guy's a fucking asshole. I don't want to hang out with him. Like, no, I don't want to play football with that asshole, right?" And he was like, "Oh, well, I mean, we're gonna go get him out to play the football game. I guess you don't have to play if you don't want to, but we're gonna go get him." And I was like, "All right." And so I went home, and so it just kind of like pissed me off, you know, that the guy who's like a fucking who's an asshole that treats me like shit just because I'm the weird kid. Like he's the one that gets priority, I guess. He was never an asshole to anyone else either. It was always just me and my siblings, you know, because we were weird. It wasn't just because we were homeschooled either. Like my parents wouldn't let us go trick or treating or anything like that because they're like super religious. It just sucks, man. Like once you grow up as like the weird kid, like the fucking like awkward outcast, like that shit stays with you. Like you can't get rid of that. It just kind of like sticks with you for the rest of your life, unfortunately. Cuz that kind of like, how should I say this? I guess that social conditioning, like once that's like imposed upon you, like when you're young, that like you're like a weird person and that like everyone kind of views you as different and second rate, like that kind of just like stays with you, you know. It basically like makes you socially awkward. It's not like it made me incapable of making friends or anything. I've had friends throughout my life that have been really good friends. Um, I don't know. Maybe it was just because we were so young. Because I never really, at least not as I never dealt with anyone who was at least so like explicitly an asshole towards me. It was usually more like passive aggressive shit. once I got older. You know what I'm talking about, though. Like, even if people aren't like hourly like assholes to you, you know, they won't like go out of their way to talk to you or anything. Like, you just kind of feel like a background character, you know. Like, you know who you are, you know your place. Like, you know you're just not like one of the normies, you know. It sucks, man, but you know, what the fuck can you do with it? What can you do about it? You know, nothing. So fuck 'em, right? The best thing you can do is just make your own happiness and live your life, if that's even possible. It sucks having no life, you know. Everyone, like, sometimes I'll get to work on Monday and like some of the other people at the dealership will ask me what I did for the weekend, and it's like, oh, I didn't do anything really. I never really have anything to say to them about what I did, you know. I never have any plans after work. Um, Pretty much the only reasons I even leave my apartment are to go to work, to get groceries, and to occasionally visit my family. But that's not happening very often because, you know, they live hours away. It's lonely, man. I hate being lonely, but I don't really have a choice, do I? So, yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say. I mean, I know it's kind of a shitty, depressing video, but that's just how I've been kind of feeling this past week. Shitty and depressed, you know, but just got to get through it. It's not like it can be fixed, so you just got to ride it out. Anyway, that's the video. Peace out.